Hey witches, welcome back to the channel. Once again, this is Starboy, the Cosmic Witch. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the new moon, March 10th, 2024. So how have you guys been? I hope you've been well. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here. Really hope you guys have been having a great start to 2024. So some things I want to go ahead and start off with right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the psychic energies that are going on right now. I've been feeling a lot of really heavy energies with all the stuff that's going on with the Gaza genocide lately. So that's definitely something that's going on, like with the psychic atmosphere of the planet. You know, when you have a mass tragedy like that, it really permeates the atmosphere of the planet, and the psychic atmosphere of the planet is affected. So there's been a lot of heavy vibes, sad, grief energy, you know, the shadow emotionally and mentally could really be coming up. Really all through the beginning of this year and even still now. So, you know, that's the thing with these huge tragedies like this. It really brings up the shadow within ourselves. So maybe you all have been experiencing that too, if you're, you know, sensitive to these things. And honestly, that's been a large reason of why I haven't been recording any videos. It's just been really heavy on me and hitting me really hard. But with that said, I've also recently got some psychic messages from Goddess Hecate. Some of you all probably saw this on my posts on Instagram and Facebook. But I recently got a dream from Hecate where she was showing me that she is working on ending the Ukraine war. So, you know, there's some good news with that. And I implore you all to send positive energies towards that, you know, every day. Another thing I've been getting psychically is cleansing. Keep your cleansings up during this time period. We're heading in towards eclipse season, so keep your cleansings up. It's a time of transformation, a time of, some would even say, confrontation. Change and transformation can sometimes be a confrontational energy. And again, this could have a lot to do with shadow work, facing the self, confronting the self, the shadow self. So I will just show you really quickly in the Witch's Almanac. You can see the 10th. We could see that the 10th is the dark moon. So a quick look at some of the other things. March 25th is the first eclipse, full moon, partial lunar eclipse. And then April 8th is the new moon, total solar eclipse. And that's going to be the big one. Especially for those here in the United States. That's the, you know, Great American Eclipse, I think that's what they're calling it. So yes, we'll have a total solar eclipse. I actually live in Texas, very, very close to where the total eclipse will be visible. Well, I mean, it's going to be visible, but I'm talking about like the very core path of the eclipse. It is just a few miles away from where I live. It's going to be a big one for me, personally, in my area. So yeah, those are the major psychic energies I'm feeling. A lot of cleansing, a lot of shadow work, and then of course with that message that Hecate recently gave me about ending the Ukraine war and sending positive energy to help with that. So it's definitely something that I'm going to be doing, and I encourage you all to do as well. With that said, let's go ahead and look at the astrology. We have some very interesting things going on here with the astrology. Sorry for the glare, I might have to just screenshot this for you guys instead. So we can see that we have Mars, Venus, Saturn, the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury all, you know, clumped together over here through a series of constellations. Mars is in Capricorn, Venus, Saturn, the Sun, and the Moon are all in Aquarius. And then we have Mercury in Pisces. So very strong energies over here on the side of the sky, where the new moon is occurring, starting off with the big players here, the moon and the sun conjunct in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of free thinking. It's the idealist energy. And it's a time to think about the world and humanitarian needs and that type of philanthropic mindset and thinking about other people and what we can do to benefit the world and humanity at large. It's a time of friendship, love, and healing. And there's a focus on the energies of science and innovation, creativity and creative expression, problem solving, empathic connection with others, and breaking negative patterns, breaking bad habits and unhealthy cycles that we find ourselves in. It's a very powerful time of healing energy with the Aquarius moon. Then we have with Mercury in Pisces, there's a lot of emotional centered energy, but also very much dreamy and inspired. So pay attention to your communications, whether that's coming through your dreams, whether it's in conversation with others, videos that you're watching, any way that communication comes through to you. There could be something that inspires you or triggers this dreamy, hopeful energy. I feel like that hopeful energy is something that we could all use right now. So allow that to inspire you, however it comes through to you. And again, with Venus being there in Aquarius, it's bringing in that loving energy and that expanding of love energy through Venus being in Aquarius. Aquarius is a very expansive energy. Like I say, it's at the humanitarian level, at the world level. So it's bringing that love in very strongly. Then we have Saturn as well in Aquarius, and Saturn is the Lord of boundaries, the Lord of limitations, the Lord of barriers. Saturn, I feel in this particular conjunction, is bringing this energy of focus and contracting, constricting these energies towards a focused intent, a focused goal. So that's what I feel like Saturn is doing here. And then with Mars in Capricorn, bringing a very constructive energy. Because with Mars, we have this very passionate energy, and that can go for love or for war, unbridled passion. And so with that being in Capricorn, Capricorn brings in that structure and that foundation and that groundedness to this energy. So again, it's almost like this focusing effect and being able to put these energies to good use. So that was very interesting to look at. So with that said, now let's go ahead and look at the cards. For this reading, we'll be using the Lumina Tarot by Energia, and I will pull a Starseed Oracle as well. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me, Lord, so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this new moon in Aquarius. Is there anything else that we need to know or do or be aware of at this time for our highest good, greatest success and joy? Please give us your divine guidance now. Thank you, and so mote it be. So the Page of Cups, the Maiden of Cups, is all about messages, communications of love and empathy, tenderness, compassion. I feel like this is very much bringing in that Pisces energy, that dreaminess, where I was talking about with Mercury and Pisces right now, that communication of dreams and inspirations, the empathic energy, that psychic connection. This is a time to pay special attention to our emotions, our dreams, our intuition, and, also on the flip side, communicating those ourselves. So it's not only receiving this information through the communication, but it's also putting out positive messages, putting out our dreams, our inspirations, our ideals, our intuitions, and sharing them. So it's a time to focus on communicating our highest ideals and our dreams. Next, we have the King of Cups. And this is bringing in a powerful energy of consideration, counsel, once again, empathy, this empathic connection, and deep understanding of others, heartfelt compassion for other people and their situations. So there's a sense of compassionate understanding with the King of Cups. It's very heart-wise and trying to see from everyone's point of view, trying to see how others feel and why they feel the way that they do. Being able to do all this while you are also experiencing very strong emotional states yourself. Well, I mean, it's really emotional mastery. That's what the King of Cups is. The master of emotions. Your own emotions and others. Not in a domineering sense, but in the sense of understanding and compassion. Like I was talking about at the beginning, I've been feeling a lot of heavy energy emotionally. It's been taking a toll on me. That's why I haven't been making videos for a while. So in the depth of that, Hecate is giving me the message to send out positive, loving energies to help in the war in Ukraine and sending out positive energies to Gaza, So it's almost this just release of emotional energy in a positive way, in a loving way to help the world as best we can. So that's something to consider as well with this. And it always doesn't have to be large scale. On the smaller scale, it could be that you just, give some help to your own loved ones, your own family, your friends, things like that. A lot of times, helping others helps us through our grief. Uplifting others uplifts us. So that's another way of looking at this energy. And the final card that we have for the tarot is the Fool card. What a lovely, happy, carefree energy. You see Uranus. The Fool is all about new beginnings, a fresh start. It could be rebirth of the soul, of the spirit, a new path in life, starting something completely new, or just starting something over, a fresh start. The main energy highlighted here is the energy of trust. Trust in yourself to follow where your soul's leading you. Trust in the process of your life's path. The Fool embraces the playful nature of our humanity, the openness, that childlike wonder, and getting in touch with that energy. So it might be a good idea to just, get out in nature and just go play, have some fun, explore. Those vibes are very healing and they can unlock doorways through that healing vibe. New paths can open, can give us that fresh perspective and that new approach even. With the Fool card, there's also the reminder that we are a divine child of the cosmos and that we are held by the cosmos. We are nurtured by the cosmos. So it's also a call to remember that and get in touch with that. We can get so caught up in the world and its heavy energies, things going on, but we need to remember our truth of our soul, that we are all spiritual beings living on this world. And so that no matter what happens, we are safe and we are held in that cosmic energy. The world is meant to be a playground for spirit. It's a place for spirit to learn and grow and enjoy life. That's why we're all here, for the experience of it. And it's just a shame that there's all these egoic structures around us that have just been built and established here that we have to deal with. But with that said, that does not negate our spiritual truths and, the real reasons why we're here. To learn and share and grow together, to love together. And anytime we get in touch with this energy and remember this energy and ground it, embody it, live from this truth, things do get better. Because you're shaking off that worldly just nastiness, right? That accumulates. So yeah, with the tarot, it's really looking like this is a time to focus on starting fresh, starting over, a new beginning. Focus on our healing journey and not just healing ourselves, but healing others, healing the planet, healing the world. through our own personal healing journeys. You know, having a lot of love and compassion, sharing our dreams and our intuitions and our inspirations with others, receiving what others share with us, letting that unlock, you know, new inspirations, new creativity, new expressions, new journeys. Healing the world heals ourselves. Sharing our love brings love back to us. Really centering ourselves in this compassionate energy and having compassion for ourselves. A lot of times we're too hard on ourselves. We're willing to give so much lenience and compassion and love to others, but then we are very harsh on ourselves. We judge ourselves, you know, we're our worst critic. So think about that too, and how you need to allow yourself to be loved by others and by yourself. Like I say, we're held by the cosmos. So remember that energy and don't block yourself off to it. With that said, we'll go ahead and pull a Starseed Oracle card. Now I align myself with you, starseeds, fairies, and all you beings of light in the cosmos. Please come forward now and give us your time guidance. Thank you, and so do you. Is there anything else that we need to know or do or be aware of for our highest good, greatest success and joy during this dark moon in Aquarius? Please give us your divine guidance now. Thank you, and so do you. Okay, so we have the card Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. We've got this very watery ruins vibe going on here. A doorway. So again, a lot of water energy. And this brings up, you know, the same idea, soul memories. You've done this before. That's really, you know, reminding me what I was talking about with the Fool card. Remember your spiritual reality. So let's go ahead and look at the book meaning. Lost Lands. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Starseed activation. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. So yeah, that's really reminding me, again, what I was saying. When we get in touch with our spiritual truths, this soul memories, right? When we remember who we are, that we are held by the cosmos, that we are a divine child, that we are perfectly whole as we are. So it's very healing. It's very empowering. It's very freeing. And it puts us in touch with the most pure love for ourselves, for the world, for the cosmos, for others, for everything. And in that energy is everything that we need. So remember that, get in touch with that. Remember that you're here both to give and to receive that energy in whatever form it takes, whatever your inspirations, whatever your communications and creative expressions are, and those that you receive from others. So just in closing, with that said, once again, I will be putting a lot of energy towards helping to end the Ukraine and Gaza wars / genocide, and that's where I'm going to be putting a lot of my energy as far as like the worldly concerns of expressing, you know, this divine love and just aiming for peace, you know. So I encourage you all to join me in this, especially in this dark moon and in this eclipse season. But yeah, with that said, that's going to be all for this reading. So thank you for watching. I hope that you all have a lovely dark moon, and I hope that this reading really helps you. If you would like to get in touch with me for a private reading, you can do so through the methods below down in the description box. Just contact me and we can set that up, as well as spell work services and all of that. If you would like to join my Patreon and get access to all of my advanced magical knowledge videos that I don't share publicly here on YouTube, the link for that is down below in the description box as well. I would like to thank all of my current Patreons and group members. And I will see you all in the next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if this helped you. And until next time, as always, Hail Hecate, Hail to the witches, and blessed be.